That's Blue Clues noise. That was funny. I know we're live. It doesn't matter. Get to hear our voices. You guys are in for an amazing show, and you're gonna hear from us right after the big cool intro when I find it, and then you're gonna be like, "Wow, what's oh, I found it. Okay, let's go." Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and you guys are joining Unpopular Review, the NXT edition. I'm Bad Guy Jack. The captain took the night off, so you guys can, if you can, in the chat, please let's play that. Damn, she's great. You'll see the chat. But joining us is the third member of the NXT team, the Wrestling Doll. Wrestling Doll, thank you for filling in. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm actually kind of sad. Like, I'm running out of wine. Like, there's legitimately, I had such a great day. Hung out with Mom Dukes. I was by the pool drinking wine, and as I'm doing the show, I am slightly out of wine. But I'm glad to be doing the NXT review with you. What did you think about NXT tonight? I thought it was meh, but what did you think?
It wasn't bad. A couple storylines were kind of meh, but it wasn't bad.
What was some storylines to you that like what was some of the stuff we're going to break down segment match all that stuff, but what was some
The unexpected storyline with Ivy, Niall, and Kiana James for one, and the whole with the upcoming women's breakout tournament match, Tiffany Stratton's thing kind of annoyed the crap out of me. I just wanted to plug my ears and shut up because I didn't want to hear her whine and moan and groan about Roxanne training and working hard. Like, she doesn't understand. Like, you trained and worked hard too. You should understand. But you don't care if you're just a daddy's little rich girl.
You're not a fan of Tiffany.
And I'm not a fan of people like that. So characters like that annoy the hell out of me.
You know what's funny? I felt I was watching. I felt that 90210 character really kicking in with her with the
the Real Housewives of whatever. Any snobby character on the Real World.
Ooh, I thought he was gonna say any snobby characters from Jersey Shore, because a lot of them were snobby.
No, I didn't watch Jersey Shore. I thought it was very highly overrated and not worth the hype.
I did, in fact,
or anything from Gossip Girl.
I did watch that show, and this is what I will always credit them for. They gave me a full 8 hours of sleep. So I thank you, Jersey Shores, for making sure that I was well rested. And I think by then I was done with school. So either way, you made sure that I got a full 8 hours of rest because that's what the doctor said. But we're going to talk about her. We're going to talk about Roxanne. We're going to talk about, this women's breakout contest. So why don't we go from the very beginning? And we see you guys. Come on, guys. However you guys are watching, give us a like, give us a love, give us a share. That helps the brand. If you guys are having a good time, let us know. To sweet us, please. And let's, I don't know. Yeah,
I'm trying. I don't know how that works.
No, it's cool. You do.
Oh, no, wait, I think it's like this.
There we go. Give us a too sweet. Let us know. But yeah, let's start from the very beginning, right? So, first off, obviously you guys know this is NXT. This is May 31st. If you guys don't know,
tomorrow's the start of Pride Month.
Oh my God! Yeah, there we go. It's the beginning of a whole new month. We said Pride Month. It's great. You know what I love about June? If I can be extremely nerdy here for a second here. I'm not wearing a Sonic shirt. I'm wearing Mario. But Sonic the Hedgehog was June 23rd. So June is a really cool month because there's going to be some cool Sonic stuff. But I'm a Sonic nerd, so, I'll stop right there. But let me make sure I get my notes. I have my list next to me just in case I have to put people on the list.
Well,
So,
wait for Elvis to show up. Then he'll be back on the list.
as soon as I see his face, he's immediately on the list. Like it's just, I appreciate that he stops by. That's nice. But stuff. And also, we want to say thank you to Nico for letting us use his platform.
Shout out to Nico for being at NXT as always.
Yes, so yes, and we want to say he was at NXT. We want to say thank you for letting us use the platform. So if you're new to what it is we do an unpopular review, we talk wrestling, we talk video games, we play video games and we review movies. So much content here, and at this point,
and then we're getting into sports.
And we're getting into sports. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's good journalism right there. I see you, George. Okay. He said, yeah, and I'm going to be there for that Sonic 3. Sonic 2 was dope. But let's talk about Sad Rod. There's the Hot Rod, but we've got the Sad Rod. Sad Rod, he's back this stage with his boys, and he tells and girl, you know what? Absolutely. I apologize. Guys and gals, and he told them, hey, look, don't need you guys out there. We got this. Because him, and I'm Kemp, right? Because I made sure I got his name, but I didn't because I was like, I know his name, but because I don't see him enough, I wasn't familiar.
Well, it was also written on his singlet in front, so
I must have not been paying attention at all. Like I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I did not pay attention.
Oh, so like me when I watch a Mandy Rose match on NXT because she bores the crap out of me.
That was quick and that was snappy. I felt that one. As soon as I said that, I said, oh, you mean like how I feel when I see Mandy Rose on TV? Ha ha! I hear you. We're gonna talk about it. We look at everyone in the chat. You guys are just freaking awesome. I see you guys. I see you, Ruben. What up, brother? I saw you at Hog Friday. I see you, H-Man. I'm sorry, I can never pronounce your name, so I always say H-Man, but I appreciate that you
Did you see your best friend on the chat?
My best friend, Jeffrey? The best Jeffrey in the world. Absolutely. Cheers to you, my guy. I have my red cup, so I'm going to do that.
I drank all the liquid I had, but still cheers.
Yeah, there we go. There. She came to the show already. Yeah, she drank her beverages. But, yeah, the Creed brothers, and George is always saying the Creed brothers should not have interfered. Look, they were trying to help out Sad Rod. Like, Sad Rod. Look, Sad Rod.
For them, they wanted to repay the favor.
Yeah, well,
they wanted to repay the favor, but unfortunately it backfired.
It did backfire. So let's talk about this match. Diamond Mine with Sad Rod and Kemp against Pretty Deadly. And I thought it was good. So I say a lot. I really like Roddy. Roddy's just someone who's just not a character-based guy. But when he got that hot tag and he was getting in there and he was doing them backbreakers, I mean, my back was on. I was feeling a little pain in my back. I mean, what do they call him? The Messiah of the backbreakers. And I always love when he goes for one of my favorite submissions in wrestling is totally the sharpshooter. Favorite submission move of all time. But I've always had a soft spot when I see the Lion Tamer. Not like how Jericho does it now with the Boston crap. I always love the how you extend the back and you put the knee on the back. That's painful. That hurts. So Roddy got the hot tag. I'm not gonna go move for move here, but he gets the hot tag. He's beating Pretty Deadly. He's pretty much laying the deadly smackdown on him. Yes, that was a cheesy pun there, totally. And he's just working these guys. And eventually, the Pretty Deadly realized, like, oh snap, this guy's like kind of kicking our ass. We should stop that. There's too much ass juice on that boot. And they try to get the belt, try to interfere. Diamond, the Creed brothers, those good Creed brothers, they came through. They tried to help. One of them took the shot. I didn't see which one. Was it Bruce or Julius?
They said Julius took the shot. He was holding the ice on his head.
Julius took the shot. I mean, he took the shot. You got Sad Rod. Say, what are you doing? What is going on?
I wish they would have said, hey, you did the same thing for us.
Yeah, so I kind of thought that in the beginning. I didn't see the belt shot, right? So I was like, oh, they're just trying to get payback for interfering in their match last time. And Sad Rod, he eats a good plate of defeat and loses. And he's upset at his boys, and he keeps telling them, like, I didn't ask you to do these things. I might as well tie this all in together with the whole thing with Diamond Mine. Honestly, Diamond Mine is just not I don't want to be a broken record here, but I know you guys don't mind because you guys don't mind when I ramble and run my mouth. At least that's what I think. And it's just not like Sad Rod. I can't take him seriously in this role leader, and even him telling these guys like, "Hey, hey, if you guys don't win, because they got a match this Saturday. In case you guys don't know this, premium live event. Yes, in your house. You'll be watching this in your house. See what they did there? Because it's in your house. It's funny when they brought it back 2 years ago because we were all really in our houses, especially when the whole pandemic happened. So everyone was in the house, and they brought it back. But they tells them after everything is done, if you guys don't win, you guys out of Dynamite. But I gotta sit here and say this, and I know I've taken the floor, and I apologize, Wrestling Dawn. I'll let you.
Well, this is your show, so.
No. This is our show. This is a team. Listen. Also, by the way, they didn't want to acknowledge me as the world champion for UPR, but I want you guys to know at home that even though they're not trying to acknowledge me, and I don't mean Wrestling Dawn because she hasn't done anything, but the powers to be who is not trying to acknowledge me as the world champion, to let you know that we are the world champion. This championship here is on the Tuesday night show. So you guys in the chat, this belt is not only mine, it's yours, my co-host. This is for us. Too sweet, bong. But you guys didn't want to hear all that. But he, Sad Rod tells him like, hey, if you guys lose, you're out of Dynamite. But I'm sitting there saying that would be honestly a favor to me. You suck. You're an awful leader. You don't lead.
The Creed brothers are stuck. Ivy is stuck. And literally it's just going to be Roddy and Damon. And then Damon's going to realize, oh, I'm better off by myself. And then leave. Yeah. And then Roddy is going to leave and go to AEW to be part of the Undisputed Elite.
I see that happening. There's this picture floating around. And it's like, you see the vision. And it's literally all of Undisputed Era, but with the...
belts.
Yes, absolutely. So you've seen that. But what did you think about this match segment? What do you think about Diamond Mine currently? Wrestling Doll, the floor is yours.
The match was better than the segment. Roderick's better in the ring than he is on the mic. So I don't know why this didn't make him the talker. They should just find somebody else that will be better off talking. But match wasn't bad. I thought that we're going to win to prove to a point that, oh, we can do it better than you two could, so we probably don't even need you anymore. But, hey, they want to play it on to make Pretty Deadly a deadly threat, even though they are pretty lame. And I will continue to say that.
I appreciate that so much. It was like, they're pretty deadly, but they're pretty lame, or they're pretty just boring, or they're pretty just get off my TV. That's gold. I love that. I love that guy. I love that kind of humor. That's tremendous. But yeah, I mean, they got to make Pretty Deadly look strong. They're the champions. They're going into this pay-per-view as champions. I mean, it would suck if they lost this match and then lost on Sunday. We were going to do predictions, but we did not. I don't even have all the matches together. So.
Well, they've only announced a few, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it was that many, right?
So far, we have the North American match with Cameron and Carmelo. Then we have the tag team match with Gigi and JC versus Katana and Kayden. Mm-hmm. And then we have Braun Breaker versus Joe Gacy. I don't know if they announced anything else. Oh, and the Creed brothers versus Pretty Deadly.
Who's going for the champion? Who's it? Joe Gacy against who?
Against Braun Breaker. Hey, they're going to keep him as champ. They just made a shirt for him. Right. Which I know she's going to want.
I don't care what she wants.
Hey, that's your other partner. Come on.
She don't scare me.
I didn't say anything about that.
And don't you snitch on me, H-Man. I saw what you did last week. That wasn't cool. I thought you was cool. Well, let's get into the next segment here. We got Cameron Grimes and Solo. Cameron, once again, Solo. This is his big thing. This is his thing. If there's anything I can always expect from Solo is that he will remind us and let us know he got next. He told him, he said, hey, man, good luck in that match tonight. He was going to have Cameron Grimes have a match, which I thought was a pretty good match. I thought it was actually really nice that they kind of gave him time. Because when it got around 10, I said, oh, God, I hope they don't rush it towards the end and all that stuff. And here we go. Right there. Look at the last one.
You just made the list, honey. Get your ass out of here.
Yeah, here we go. And you're not going to do that.
I wanted to do something else. You're lucky I didn't.
Oh, you see what happens when you disrespect people who are, you're not going to disrespect my co-host there, Elvis. So you know what happens, and I'm not going to use my thing. You officially, I'm sorry, because you guys like to see it. Permanent marker. He just made the list of Jack. But this segment goes on. That's signature stuff right there. What? So you got this segment going on. So Solo wanted to let him know he got next, but Duke Hudson comes through. And can we be honest here? Duke Hudson is the man. This is the man who beat the NXT champion last week.
By DQ.
Yeah.
With Gacy, so it doesn't count.
Wow, you're just picking up right after where from Shay left off. She won the match. She beat this bum-ass champion. Come on. Are we going to really act like he didn't beat? Braun was so shaken that he was going to get beat that he disqualified himself. So that's his fault, not Duke Hudson. He was so scared because, you know, Duke is 6'5", in case you guys didn't know that.
6'5" of ugly.
Damn, that is too tall to be ugly.
Listen, Persia could have done better when she was there still, so.
We got but it led to a match tonight where Solo is going to get his match against Duke. So yeah, you beat Braun by DQ, but let's see how you do against me. So that match happens later. Ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to talk about this Tony and Santos. I think I started like at that point like looking for lint underneath my bed. I don't know. This segment didn't do it, but I do want to see what you guys are writing in the chat. You guys want to say thank you for picking us and joining us for this NXT review. You guys are part of this community that we wanted to grow, and I appreciate you guys. You guys are part of this this NXT family. We got George. He says, "What's up? What's going on?" He wanted to let us know that NXT was pretty good. I'm not sure what this means, young man. It says he's like a young man, but we're just going to say hi. We got George, you let me know. I saw in the chat earlier. Yes, and I will be there to watch it. We got Rude. What's going on, buddy? Sophia Cromwell. Yes. Isn't she a doll? What up? We got the Creepers should not have interfered. But they were trying to save the Sad Rod. You know, I think he was, you know. They were learn
from the teacher.
She did look out because you mentioned earlier, like, what about your best friend? But I see you, Jeffrey. What's going on, family? I was watching NXT and Sonic at the same time. Jeez, you're talented.
I mean, I know Sonic moves fast, but damn.
It was actually a really good movie. You know, it's a really fun movie. I like this Diamond Mine story. It's growing on me. Can't wait to see Roddy getting whooped. Yeah, Roddy's gonna get kicked out, and I think that's gonna be his swan song. Honestly, he's pretty much. I don't know what the extent of his contract. Like, I'm never good at any of stuff like that, but it's definitely here to put these guys over. Kemp put over the Creed brothers. I mean, he's to me, it seemed like he's just on his way out. What do you think, dog?
I think he probably is. I mean, he's good in the ring, but I think his time with NXT just might be over. And I think they might just dissolve the Diamond Mine and have them do their own thing.
Right. Yeah. Well, I watch Dancing with Myself on NBC. That's a show.
It's a new game show. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've never heard.
Yeah, I've been seeing commercials for it.
Thank you. I'm for you guys. I'm your champion. That's what I try to do. But you guys are mean to me. Bring back Malcolm Bivens. I think
we can't. He's in another company.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a while.
He's not going to be kissing Jay Cargill's ass.
It's a nice ass.
Debatable.
There she goes. She said, Triple H has too much on the plate right now. Blame. We'll see you guys in the chat. But to be honest, he wasted Bivens for years. Yeah, I didn't realize Bivens. I feel like 2020 was when I don't know if he did anything else before that. But 2020.
I mean, I don't know either. I've only seen him when I first started going to NXT. So
even said he decided to leave and just stay to get created, and that was nice. I mean, listen, that's I think that's pretty dope that he stayed just to help these kids. I mean, when I was listening to him because he did like this stand up thing and he was talking. He said something about kids. I was like, geez, how old are you? But I think that's so cool that he did that just to stay to help these new faces and characters help them get over. Because he was such a great part of Diamond Mine. Like Roddy, I make fun of Sad Rod, but he's just not a good talker. And Bivens was just
No, in a
someone.
way, it felt like Bivens was the heart and soul of Diamond Mine.
Yeah, he was. He was more. I wouldn't say heart and soul. If there was a body part, he was the mouth. He could speak. He was fluid.
Well,
He
you
was
get what I mean.
believable. No, I totally.
It's lost its spark since
It
he's
absolutely did. George Mandy will win. I think Kayden Carter will win. Ooh, we already got
yeah,
predictions
because
going
George says that
on.
he thinks that the tag belts are gonna go over to the
Ooh.
others, but that Wendy's not gonna win.
Always have permanent marker. Want to get to you guys in the chat. Jeffrey, I agree. Kayden and Katana will win, but Wendy Choo definitely. No, I don't. That's my partner. Top shelf baddie, but oh my God, you are so rude. See, that's top shelf baddie. We are the Family Feud champions. We are kicking all kinds of
Oh
ass.
wait, look below that comment. You got someone else looking out for you.
Watch it. See, George, you are a beautiful man. Stay beautiful, man. You are tremendous. You guys in the chat are so awesome. We're gonna do a commercial, but let's talk about this. Tony, I almost said Tony Soprano. Sorry, Tony D'Angelo.
Just say the Italian mafia versus the Mexican mafia at this point, because that's what they are. That's basically what they are.
Why don't you lead this segment? What did you think about this thing? I thought I was watching an episode
I was
of Power.
watching a scene from The Godfather. All we were missing was the cat being stroked in the lap, even though it was Santos Escobar that was holding the meeting on the boat. But it wasn't bad. It was basically just calling them out. Oh, that's another match that's going to be in your house. A 6-man tag with them. And whoever loses has to go with the winners, which I think is kind of stupid considering how much people love Legato. And if Legato loses, they have to be stuck with Tony D and his Soprano wannabes. Who's going to watch that? Who's going to want that? Nobody. I feel like there should be some outsider interference. Somebody should come into on behalf of Tony D, meaning like a woman, to kind of like fight Elektra and somehow get in the ring or something. And then just have it be a DQ so that way both sides can stay being both sides and they can just keep fighting. Because honestly, I don't want to see them mesh together. I feel like it's weird. I don't want to be like the enemy and my enemy is my force accomplice.
What's going on, Damien? I gotta shout out my Queen's brother. What's going on, brother? This match is really so if Legato loses, right, they can build this sympathy for them, like, oh look, they gotta join this other team. Because it's kind of hard. I wouldn't say kind of hard. I mean, Legato is definitely
Legato's already over. You know how many times I've gone to NXT and I hear the chants for Legato when the song comes out during the matches, during after the matches, during the commercial breaks that it happens. They don't need to get a sympathy thing to get over. They're already over.
No, it's not. But that's not the thing about getting them over. I think that they are over enough in that crowd because there is, like you said, like when their theme hit. I mean, they're even singing it. So it's not that. It's just another wrinkle into the feud. Like that's something. Like to me, I what do I get out of this? I get out of Legato loses and then they join Tony D's bandit of losers.
And what start destroying it from the inside.
Yeah, they could. That's actually a really good thing. I didn't think that deep in, but yeah, that's something they could just start ripping this thing from their with inside. But I do think it's something of they. I don't want to say sympathy, but it's just something where it just. I'm just gonna say another wrinkle. I'm sorry, I cannot word it all the way, but yeah, this segment I was actually laughing because they were on the boat and doing all this stuff, and they were doing. I was like, where did the boat come from? I don't know. This segment, I was saying, where did the boat come from, and why are they on the boat?
They went to a pier. They're like, we already met in a restaurant. Let's go meet on a yacht. Let's go somewhere further away so they can't call a car or nothing to kidnap somebody. But like, you can call a boat to come
You
over and
can still
kidnap
get
them.
kidnapped on a boat, though. You could totally get kidnapped on a boat, though. I do like what H-Man said. He said, I think they're going to do this so they could build a longer story for War Game. But I don't think they're going to go that long. I don't know how long this feud goes for.
Listen, if they could draw Naomi and Sonya's thing since she came back at around August last year, all the way to Crown Jewel, then they can draw something like this out for around War Games.
But I don't think that's you could do that for every feud. Like, not every feud needs to be dragged for that long period of time.
It doesn't, but that's the problem. Creative is stupid sometimes. Like I've been saying, they're smoking too much of Riddle's weed and it's messing with their damn head that they're turning stupid.
I like that. You said they're dumb and they're doing a little too much backstage, right? I'm trying to find us a commercial. They don't supply us with enough commercials, but we are gonna do. I think I found something, so we are gonna do a commercial, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna pick up where we're talking about Legado for Tasman, but let's talk about the female member of Legado. We got Elektra Lopez, and she's gonna be facing Cora Jade, but we're gonna get into it after these commercial breaks. So,
but if I were to go with the proper way to book things, Edge will go after the world title eventually. Damian Priest can go back after the mid-card title. Rhea Ripley can go after the WWE Women's Championship, Raw Championship. You need a tag team. I would actually call up an NXT 2.0 tag team to join them.
Wow. All right.
I will call up the Creed brothers. I think the Creed brothers would be a good fit for this. What the fuck are you making up?
Creed brothers. I thought you was gonna drop some fucking news tonight, man. And this is your biggest fucking ad was thinking. You know what? It's the Creed brothers, bro. Nobody's watching the fucking Creed brothers. What the? This was the lamest fucking egg you just dropped. I said, give me some fucking news, and you're like, maybe the Creed brothers. Like,
Someone please send me that clip so I can keep it and watch it forever.
will do. I'm not gonna lie. It's actually kind of creepy when you see EC laugh. I didn't know he could do that.
Of course he can. When he's working with Steven, he does.
Yeah, I mean, every now and then when you see him like do so, I told him one time. I sat here and said. He started laughing, and then I realized he started coughing. And I said, well, why are you...
It reminds you that even though EC's a pain in the ass, he's still human at the end of the day.
No, I'm just impressed. I just think it's witchcraft. But what isn't witchcraft is this review, unpopular review, the NXT edition. I'm the bad guy. She is the wrestling doll, filling in for the captain. And we are here. Yes, give us a 2 sweet. And if you can, give us a like. Give us a love, give us a share, tell us.
Follow us on all our socials.
Yeah, all our socials.
We also have TikTok. Follow Nico on TikTok.
We were talking right over each other, but she's absolutely correct. We have all this. We're on all social media platforms, so please give us a follow. Yes, Jeffrey, they just totally disrespected the Creed brothers, which I think they're amazing. I just don't think they would totally fit in
no, especially since they're being faces right now.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't put that nowhere.
Unless you call them up to be in AJ's faction, then.
No, but I wouldn't even call them up to do any of that.
I'm just saying.
No, totally. I think sometimes it's okay to keep some guys in NXT and let them continue to grow. I think the Creed brothers is
more time.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get a little bit more seasoning. I think we're all in here cook. When I cook something, I let it season. I give it time. Bum bum bum. I'm about to have a cooking show. It's going to be called Yes. That's it. I'm just going to call it Yes. Tune in. That's a future show. But we have Cora.
You're going to call it Too Sweet with Bad Guy Jack.
That's too long of a name and a lot of paperwork. I just want to call it Yes, because it's just like when people go like, what am I going to watch? You go, yes! And they get excited. Yes, absolutely. I'm going to have a whole intro with me going into a kitchen and someone's cooking. And I'm like, what are you doing here? And I throw them out. And then it's go, yes, with Jack. That's what it's going to be called. That's my cooking show. But Cora good against Elektra Lopez. What did you think about this wrestling doll?
Unexpected feud, but it was fine. It gave them both something to basically do in there, as opposed for Elektra just being the pretty woman, that female Donna of the mafia kind of thing that they have going on, essentially. But match wasn't bad. Elektra was basically trying to obliterate Cora Jade, but the generation of Jade rose and Cora whooped her ass.
I couldn't believe, like, it just blew my mind. So each year as I get older, and then you hear someone their year. So when I was saying this last week, I was like, wow, 2001. Just young. Matter of fact, her music remind me of that era, like that Avril Lavigne,
Skater Boy.
That was such a
Like
good
Skater Boy, Complicated.
I loved Complicated. Yes, it was like something complicated.
Why you gotta go and make things so complicated?
I say that to my supervisor all the time. Each and every time. Then I break into song.
The way that you're acting like you're somebody else.
Yeah, I'm like, what is that about, man? You're too old for that. You gotta know you, man. Come on. But Cora Jade gets the win. She had to get the win. I mean, she's someone that I saw George. He put it that she is the future. They're definitely going to put the NXT championship.
The people like her. I saw a Generation of Jade sign in the back.
Oh, you saw that? I didn't even see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's right there. Red and green and everything.
I probably should start looking. That's how I didn't see nothing. But she gets the win, and she had to get the win. I mean, you gotta keep her looking strong. She gotta get some win. She had that loss, which wasn't a bad loss to Natalya. 2-3 weeks ago or so.
Earned her some respect in that, so that's fine.
Yeah, and I mean, she didn't look. I mean, look, you can win and loss, and she totally looked like a winner. Excuse me. After she had that loss, so we get that. We get a Wes Lee interview. Wrestling Doll, what do you think about the tiny Wesley?
He is not tiny.
Yes.
But I think he's a very talented wrestler who is my number one favorite in NXT, always and forever. And despite what happens and how he's getting the singles push, I'm happy he is getting it. And I am happy to see him on my TV more. And hopefully that things go well for him enough to eventually challenge for a title one day.
What title do you got? Because I don't see him going for the NXT champion. I mean,
maybe North American.
Not win it, but what do you got him? Do you see him? I mean, interrupt you, but do you see him having a solo run where he does win, like the North American Championship?
Yeah, I mean, if they still had the cruiserweight title, I would have said that. But since they got rid of that one, then that's the only other one he can go up.
It's funny, and I'm not a big proponent for all these titles. I don't think you need all these titles, but him as a cruiserweight champ, as you say that, I'm like, wow, that would have been actually.
It would have worked. I mean, he's very agile and fast in the ring. I mean, he would have been perfect qualifying for a cruiserweight.
He gets this interview, and he's talking about, because he's finally getting his match with Zion Quinn. So he's like, yeah. Mackenzie asked the question, like, so how do you feel about this match? And he's like, what do you mean how I feel? I mean, like, why do I want this match? Why do I want this match? I totally, like, this guy was talking trash. Like, I need to show that we low. He's not that little. I exaggerate.
Next to Zion Quinn, he looks tiny.
Well, yeah, and especially the Singer, the hero. Singer's my guy. I like Singer. He got a beard. I'm a beard guy. He takes great care of his beard. It has facial movement. And
I look out for Wesley. Wesley's looking at him like, Should I trust
you? What I called him? As far as on Popular View, the Instagram, I said Wesley has become Scrappy Doo. He's if everybody's ever watched Scooby Doo, and he says, "Let me at him, let me at him." He wants to just fight everybody, and they have to like calm him down a lot of times. And that's Wesley. That's what he's become. He's become Scrappy Doo. He wants to fight the world. And even Singer was like, Singer even gave him tips. He said, you looked really good in that match against me, my brother. But if you use what you used against me, you stand there. I forgot how he said it, but not even necessarily stand in check. But
you're not a 10-foot man. You're not a big, tall guy. But if you fight like a big 10-foot guy, then you'll secure your victory, basically.
Those are bars, word of wisdom. He is tremendous. Singer, I bet Singer could beat Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker's not that good. I'm sorry. He's just not.
I'm not saying, look, I'm not going to say that Braun Breaker is bad because I've been seeing him since NXT 2.0 started. But I won't lie and say that the second time round that the run has been stale.
We're going to talk
I
about
don't want it to be the Gacy. I don't want him to lose to the Gacy.
I
Have
do.
it be somebody else. I don't want that cult of peace and exclusivity, which is now becoming plain cult.
I don't want to spoil nothing for you guys, but you know whose next feud is going to be against after he beats Joe Gacy, right? Do you know who his next opponent is going to be?
No.
Well, I've kind of signed a contract, so I'm going to be getting a championship match coming soon. So you guys will be seeing me on TV.
So does that mean we're going to get some bad guy Jack shirts to sell at in front of the NXT Performance Center?
I'm going to make every dime I possibly can. So
well,
I'm going to need you guys.
Because you won't be keeping that money if you sell it on the WWE side.
No, I'm going to do a third party thing. So I'm going to need you guys in the chat as I go out there. I'm going to need you guys. If you guys really like me, you guys will help me win the NXT Championship because that's not just my title, that's your title. But I digress. Wesley gets this interview. He gets a match. He gets a match against Zion Quinn. It was basic paint by number stuff. He finally gets the big win on Zion Quinn. Quick roll up. I mean, he had to win at some point, right? Like he had
to exactly. Since Zion Quinn had basically brutalized him a while ago, and then was medically unable to go after him. Kind of helps even it out. And it was a great match. And as I will say over and over again, they're my tops in NXT. And especially when he walked out and seeing the sign saying Wesley is unstoppable, I kind of figured maybe that was his lovely woman that he's been posting pictures of here and there, which she is a lucky lady.
Oh, you're talking about Wes?
Yes, Wesley.
No, you got a pretty girl. She's a pretty girl.
Yeah, he has a pretty girl, and Zion Quinn also has a pretty girl too.
Oh, you're talking about Zion? Oh, I think I saw a picture of her. I've
seen her pictures. I've seen her in person at the Performance Center when I've gone.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Well, not meet her, but I've seen her like sitting in the crowd too.
Zion Quinn seemed like a really cool dude too. Like I've seen some of his Instagram stuff. Like on air, he seems kind of basic, but like on social media, he seems like
they haven't really developed much of a character for him, like we've been saying. Like he's just been kind of like there, and he's big, and he has all these tattoos and stuff. And they had something kind of going on in like the beginning when he first started, like almost like a warrior kind of thing with like the tribal kind of almost.
He got a cool. I mean, the thing about Zion, he has such a cool look. He definitely has a really cool look. He's just basic though. Like
they haven't done anything else with his character.
Right. So no, but I'm just saying.
The problem. That's why he's like that.
Basic.
Yeah, they haven't done anything.
I think sometimes we say that, but it's also up to the superstar too to try to do something to get there. Like he got to come up with a character, and I don't know if his character is just because he keeps saying running straight, right? Running straight, running straight, running straight. But like Nathan Drake, oh my god, such a video game nerd. But Nathan Frazier said, what does that mean? I want to know what that means. I went on Google, and Google said, are you drunk? I was like, oh, that's not nice. But then we get we talked about the Sad Rod thing, Joe Gacy promo. He knew a lot about Braun. It was very creepy.
Of course, it's creepy. The man's obsessed with bringing him down so he can be the next NXT champion and preach all his nonsense to the point to try to hypnotize us, like if we're one of those cults that people see on those documentaries of the people that escaped. I'll be honest, I was just listening to it. I was not watching him talk because, frankly, watching him just makes my skin crawl.
Wow. And when it crawls, is it aggressive crawl? Like what's happening?
Like it makes me want to go as far away as I possibly can.
Ooh, that's not good. So when Joe Gacy comes on the screen, you're immediately like your skin start like breaking, and you're just like, I can't watch this because you're protective of your skin, correct?
Basically.
All right, no, I want to be sure about this.
Breakout tournament. Now they give him this new character. I can't stand him.
So
I want to rewatch the Breakout
so
tournament. I can see the Joe Gacy I liked.
that is crazy because hearing you say you break out and then he's in the breakout tournament and you put this all together, this guy's just a total, like, this guy's just ruining your life in a lot of ways. So I'm glad that you did not catch this guy because he was talking a bunch of nonsense and he talked about his father and he was even sitting there saying, it's funny.
He was on the road, that he wasn't at home, and yada, yada, yada. Well, we heard in the speech that he did before inducting him in that it was okay because he was doing what he loved and providing for the family.
You got George, he agrees with you.
Shut up.
He said Rosendahl is right. Braun Breaker's reign as champion is stale, just like Toxic Attraction. Where's all this Braun dislike when Shay is on? Like, you guys can't be scared of her. Come on.
No one's saying that George
No,
is
but these guys, she will praise him. I'm sitting there rolling my eyes.
Listen, Braun is he's a good wrestler. He's a good wrestler.
You slay me.
However, his second run is boring. After the thing with Dolph Ziggler just went downhill. Because now the only person he has to fight is Gacy because he keeps going after him.
Well, Gacy
is almost like I'm watching that Beyonce movie Upset.
Oh, seriously, Gacy is just a placeholder for the time being. He's not someone who's going to be and take the championship off Braun. Braun is not losing to no Joe Gacy.
Does that mean when Gacy loses, they're going to have Duke Hudson go after him?
The story is this mental thing. Duke Hudson, go against Braun? I mean, I think eventually, because I don't like Duke is not. I feel like that's not a main priority to them.
Well, of course it's not.
Even when he had that match last week, it was just, oh, we need someone to face Braun, and oh, look, let's show him he gets angry. Oh, look, me, big muscle guy, and I'm going to get mad, and I'm going to get myself disqualified because me, big muscle head. Or 2 weeks ago. It wasn't last week, actually. Braun gets to see this. He sees this on air. And apparently, for whatever reason, Joe Gacy's laugh goes through the.
Well, it's kind of the idea that it's getting in his head, kind of, sort of. That's why.
Jeffrey, what? No, keep what on record? I have nothing. I have nothing on me. I don't know what they're talking about. But he picks up the TV. Like, why would you destroy the TV?
No, he picked up the TV, but he put it down. Because he was like, yeah, he knows that if Gacy knows that he broke the TV, then yeah, he's pretty much getting in his head.
Braun's an idiot. I'm sorry. Braun don't do it for me. That's why when we do our feud, I'm bringing the NXT championship here. And you guys will like, yay. They'll say, yay. Let's talk about Toxic Attraction. That's your favorite trio, right? Oh, did you freeze? What happened? Everything all right over there?
No, I wanted to do something, the same thing I wanted to do to Elvis, but I controlled myself to not do it. Oh,
so now you're Braun Breaker. Okay.
No.
Listen, you wasn't going to pick up the TV and...
No.
The Toxic Attraction...
But I'd rather pick up a kendo stick and whack him upside the head.
Oh, my goodness.
What? Listen, I said a kendo stick. I could have been like Dakota Kai and hit Mandy upside the head with a shovel. But I chose a kendo stick because it's less lethalish.
Oh, you mean Raquel? Because she didn't hit Mandy.
No, I know, but you get what I mean.
Oh, yeah, no, I get it. There's blood involved. That's it's pretty bloody.
Well, it was a street fight, so.
We get this Toxic Attraction. Wendy Choo, Kayden, and Casey is a championship summons. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I just wasn't into it. I understand the appeal with Toxic Attraction, but there is
no more appeal.
Well, listen, if you ask the guys in the chat, I'm pretty sure they'll say there's something.
They will say that about any woman in NXT or anybody in WWE that dresses sexy.
Well, I don't know.
We could ask EC. We could ask Chris. We could ask Big
I
Daddy.
don't want to ask
The
that guy. I
exact
don't
thing.
ask him nothing. This is not his show. This
I know
is
that.
our show.
I know.
It's our show. It's not him. I don't want to ask him nothing. You know, we gave him a commercial. You know, there's your Happy Meal. Now go play with your toy and shut up. That's for Chris. That's what I would tell him. I'd look him in his big bowling ball head and tell him that. He's probably gonna watch back at this and say, "What the hell was that about?" I'm
Well,
expecting.
I don't care. But regardless, they had the whole contract signing thing, where basically they're just yelling at each other for about 5 minutes. Mostly the yelling being done by Katana and Kayden and Gigi and JC. Then Katana's basically saying, "Oh, you guys just been talking so much these last 8 months that you think you're the best, even though y'all haven't done that much title defenses since you've been champions, that you can stay on top of that mountain without fighting that many people, even though you say, oh, our list is so long that we beat everybody." Yeah, you beating everybody all the time with Mandy's help because y'all don't know how to win clean for shit. And that Katana and Kayden are the only team to beat you, even though technically that's not true, but we have to say that because one's in SmackDown and the other one has been.
Yeah, but
And
that's
then when you just keep saying
yeah,
for
I'm
Mandy
glad you mentioned that because I was saying I feel like that's not true, but I wasn't
it's
sure.
not, but they can't say, oh, Raquel.
I mean, they don't have to
Gonzalez
say
and
the
Dakota
name.
Kai beat you guys.
They could have even said, I don't know if they were the first team even, but they could have even said that. But you know, WWE wrestling.
I mean, we could have been like we remember you guys didn't win at Stand and Deliver.
Absolutely. Or better yet,
All that shit.
correct.
It was just stupid that they gave those to the belts so they were going to have one of them move up after 3 days.
Yeah, it was that quick, right?
Yeah, it wasn't even a week.
No, they literally dropped the title not that long after, and then Raquel was called back.
Stand and Deliver, then WrestleMania happened, then Raw happened, and then NXT happened, and then they won the belts back.
I love a happy ending. But talking about happy endings, pretty much Mandy goes through a table.
That was the best ever.
That was. She went right there. Yeah.
It was like flashback to War Games, except it wasn't Mandy. That time it was JC that got pinned and lost, but this time it was Mandy, and I was happy.
You see the smile on her face? Like she's just so happy. But just this,
listen, I said it myself while I was watching. If I were a wrestler that was about as big as Mandy and dressed as sexy as she did, and I was the champion, people would be saying the same damn shit about me. Oh, she can't wrestle. She's only champion because she's pretty. Her run is boring, yada, yada, yada. And they say the same thing about Mandy. So it could be anybody else. They'll say the exact same thing. Oh, her run is boring. She can't wrestle because wrestling fans are fickle. But sometimes see things that other people choose not to see.
And the thing is, too, with Mandy, like she's not really a polished wrestler, but she's someone who has a really good character, and I think that's why. I mean, it's obviously why the fans love Toxic Attraction. It's
one reason, but that's not the number one reason.
Ooh, what's the number one reason? I must have missed the bunch of other ones. What was
the face and the body and the fact that they're able to dress these three sexy willingly.
I love these guys. I must know you're happy about that. I'll let it slide. I guess he's a huge Toxic.
I haven't been a Toxic Attraction fan for a while, so I'm sorry, Jeffrey, but you'll just have to deal with that.
It's just that and it's funny to me because when I think about Roman's run, the Bloodline, I'm not tired of that run. I'm legitimately not. And I'm not gonna lie, Rosendo, at this point, I'm just gonna give you a pillow because it seems like you're tired of everything. Might need to take a nap.
Pillow, but maybe I'll borrow Wendy's.
There we go. Wendy's look like she have the most softest pillows ever.
I wonder where they get those for her.
Pillow R Us. I'm pretty sure it's Pillow R Us. I don't know, but it looked like those pillows are just soft. Like when you lay your head down, like, hey, and then you just fall asleep immediately. Because I have a pillow, and it takes me a while to go to sleep. Matter of fact, I think I should buy it.
You make it sound like Wendy Choo has narcolepsy.
Yeah, she do.
Well, not anymore. She doesn't fall asleep that easily now.
Yeah, well, you know what it is when you hear Mandy Rose's voice, it probably keeps you up.
No,
Wake
Mandy
up.
Rose's voice puts me to sleep.
Wow. Like immediately sleep, like you just.
Yes, her voice makes me want to. Her voice makes me fall asleep, and her matches makes me want to watch paint dry.
I've never been that bored to watch paint dry. I might try that one day though. But that was
Let's
bad.
talk about the next
That
segment before I
was
go into
awful.
another rant.
No, no rant. But we had Duke Hudson. We're gonna go through some of these matches real quick because these were really nothing matches. But Duke Hudson against Solo Sequoia. Solo gets the win
Sako wiped the floor with that man.
because they had an early disagreement. Grayson Waller against Briggs, which Briggs a loser.
Well, Von Wagner came in at the end, and
no. Oh my God, no! Let me help
but
you out here.
before that,
So great.
Cromwell and Robert Stone came out. I was like, "What is going on here? Is Robert Stone trying to recruit him now?" That's what I was thinking.
No, they don't recruit losers. They're not going to recruit this.
I was wondering why he came on in the first place because I didn't see Wagner. Plus, I wasn't watching NXT, so I didn't know that Briggs and Wagner had fought.
Yeah, everyone's going to sit here and say, "Oh, Von Wagner interfered." No, he didn't. He wanted to take a closer look at Briggs's ugly face. You know
what he could do? He could go find a picture on the internet.
Yeah, but he wanted to really
everybody else.
No, he just wanted to see how legitimate ugly he is, like legitimate ugly. So
Von Wagner's no gem either.
He went and looked at his face just to be like,
Briggs looks better than Wagner.
No, he don't. Briggs is
yes,
just Briggs with his like truck music. Like I just
Von Wagner with his unibrow.
It's a powerful unibrow. How dare you, madam? It is the strongest unibrow in the history.
Does not look good. The only thing that looks good in his little faction is Sophia Cromwell.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. Yep, absolutely.
That is the only thing.
What's his name? Robert Stone. I ain't looking at Robert Stone.
Robert Stone's nothing worth looking at.
No, he's not. He looks like a wet dog. I like what do you call it? My man Von Wagner, who's laying the beat down, and then freaking Jensen try to come in and just awful. You know, like just mind your business. That's why your arm got broke. And then Sophia Cromwell, the smart, beautiful lady, sat here and said, "No, don't kick their ass." And they made sure she didn't want him to have too much ass juice. Because when you kick ass, there's ass juice on the boots, and that's what she did. She said, there's no reason for that. We had, but Grayson Waller beats Briggs. I'm so sorry. We got all about.
No, when I saw that happen, I was literally like, okay, 1, 2, 3. Waller wins. Whoop-dee-doo.
Ladies and gentlemen, you gotta give it up to the wrestling dog. She just did. She had the excitement. She came here filling in for the captain. You're great, wrestling doll. Thank you for filling in. But we're going real quick. Abby Niles against Katana James. Abby Niles.
James. You mixed up the names.
I mixed the name up. Who is she?
It's Kiana James. You mixed up her name with Casey's new name, Katana.
Well, that's just too many names. You know, like
I'm not the one who changed their name and made it so similar to each other. They should have done what they did with Kaylee Ray and give her name so completely different that it's not as similar.
Where's my damn pen? Alexa,
look for the permanent marker.
Where's my
pen? I don't know that.
Unbelievable. Why do I even show up? But Ivy knows she gets the win. She's gonna have a match against the NXT UK champion. I'm sorry, I don't even know the lady's name because I just don't watch enough. But I know that she's having a really good run. But in 2 weeks, they're going to have a match. And that sounds like it's going to be a pretty interesting match. I kind of want to try to tune into that. What do you think about that?
I think it'll be good, too. I'm not too familiar with who that person is because I don't watch NXT UK like that either, although I have it saved up on Peacock and I should. But I feel like it'll be a good match. Ivy knows how to throw down, and I just can't wait.
Why are you doing that? I'm not going to tear these notes up. I've worked hard on these notes. I worked very hard. How dare you?
Come on, H-Man. Don't be like that.
Come on, H-Man. Don't do that. crazy out there, man.
I mean,
he said thank you. Yo, H-Man is the real like MVP
oh
here.
yeah, Mako. I don't
Mako.
remember her last name, but
I didn't want to. Yeah. I didn't know her name exactly, but she's been kicking. She has this one move when she was in the Mae Young Classic, and she had this really dope match with Mercedes Martinez, and I think it's called the Scorpion Kick. That shit looks crisp. Like the way she will kick you in the head. Oh my goodness, she will kick you in the head, and you see all seven gods. Like that. That's the kick of power. So that should be a fun match. That should be fun. And I think that would be her first loss because I don't see her obviously beating Miko for the championship, but I don't see her winning. But I said, yeah, I don't think that'll be her first loss. I don't think she's ever. From anything I saw, because I don't watch NXT Level Up because I'd be NXT tired out, so I go to sleep. But
that's because NXT Level Up's also on Friday after SmackDown.
Hey, you do that show, right?
Yes, I do. Unpopular review for SmackDown on Fridays.
Yes.
And occasionally Tuesdays, and sometimes Mondays, and once in a blue moon Wednesdays.
There we go. You're just running on all the territories. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, I'm not trying to, but sometimes some people can't make it, so.
Nah, but you come through. You're like the real MVP here. Let's get into the main event. There was a video for Vinny. I didn't get the last name. Did you catch his last name? Because it's supposed to be a new character. I didn't catch it, but it was like Vinny Vici or something. But it was like Vinny something. But they said Vinny Vici.
Well, they did show the actual name. It's Giovanni Vinci.
Giovanni. There we go. I thought it was like Vinny.
I was getting flashbacks to when I took Italian in high school.
Oh, you took a class for that.
Yeah, we had to take a language class in high school. It was either that, Spanish, or French. And I took Italian because it's the closest thing to Spanish, and I didn't feel like taking Spanish classes. And I heard French was harder.
I know something from French. It's omelette du fromage.
Is that from Dexter's Laboratory?
Damn, you're good. Yeah.
That's one of my shows.
I love Dexter's Laboratory. What, like that 90s block, like if you guys were born after 2006, you don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, luckily for you, I was born in 1995, so.
There you go. I was walking around causing hell around that time and getting beat. I don't know what I did, but I got beat. That's not funny. Cameron Grimes against Nathan Frazier. They gave him some time. These two some time. Carmelo Hayes, his boy Trick come out. They do come. I love them all commentary, man. Like they're just a great package. They're really a good package together. I kind of want to see them actually win the NXT championship, tag team championships eventually, because they're just so good together. They just complement each other. I've always enjoyed Melo's work. I know everyone, Braun's the guy, but I just think Melo's just better. Presentation, talk. I mean, it's a certain vibe. Because I never like the word swag. When people say, "Yeah, you got swag," I'm like, shut up.
I never liked that word either.
I never liked that. It just I feel like when they say it, it's just like I can't help but believe that they just buy they buy some off-brand syrup when they have their pancakes. It's just a bad brand with their French toasts and waffles. But they gave these guys some time. What did you think? You know what? I've been on a ramble all day, all night. They want to hear you talk. What did you think about this match?
Well, like the people in the crowd were saying while the match was going on, I wanted those two to keep going on forever. I swear, Nathan's only been in like 2 matches. He's been in like 3 matches since he's been there. And he has the ability to make anybody look good. Like, he can make anybody look good. Like, no matter who they give him, he's like a great dance partner for anybody, essentially, when he's in that ring. I just love I'm becoming a Nathan Frazier fan, and I love Cameron Grimes when his music comes out and entertains me, and I enjoy dancing to it. And watching the commentary and stuff, I was seeing smiles on Carmelo's face from watching Nathan in there.
You think they're eventually? I mean, I believe they're definitely gonna have a match, but see
I
something
would like
that
to see a match between Nathan Frazier and Carmelo.
I think that would be good. I think it'd be a
Heck,
banger.
turn that one into another fatal three-way with adding Nathan to the picture one day. One day, not now. One day.
But you know what's crazy? We're talking about Nathan, and Nathan has been getting some screen time, which is good. I think it's good. Question: Where's A Kid? Is he hurt?
I don't know.
Anybody in the chat, if you guys know, please let me know. Because I'm saying, I remember he was the talk for a while, A Kid, and then A Kid
They
went
brought him in for the tournament thing. He lost,
right.
and then they pretty much have like
Right. No, he was in that thing, and then he had that triple threat for the last chance. I forgot who he got in the. I think he got in Trick's face. The last time I remember seeing him, he got in Trick or Carmelo's face, and then he just was like disappeared. And you know what happened, right? Actually, I'm just getting breaking news. My phone is letting me know what happened. He stood too long in the NXT parking lot, so now he's been kidnapped. So poor
by
A
who? Legado del Fantasma.
we don't know. It could be just, oh, somebody just in a car and just said, "Hey."
That area is not that dangerous. It's one of the more safer-ish spots I've seen while living here.
Oh, H-Man coming through. You guys are like so freaking awesome. H-Man says A-Kid's in UK right now. Maybe he got sent back. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Probably.
I mean, what he's saying he is right now. I just thought they were bringing him up here for like a permanent stay, like they moved him from the UK to.
Yeah,
That happened. They've done that.
Package for somebody. Have them come in for a match or two. Only to not have them there. Just had it as a surprise, essentially, is what I would have done.
Oh, H-Man is saying he's gonna catch the main event because he messed it up because what was it? Because Network was acting, so I watched Westside Boogie new freestyle. Okay, but he says he's gonna catch it when they re-telecast in the evening. So cool. I mean, it was a fun match. I mean, NXT just didn't hit tonight, and I think that's a problem because you have the in your house. I almost said pay-per-view, but live event on Saturday, and you should be so like, oh man, I gotta catch it. And I think they're still gonna kick ass on Saturday. I mean, you got Braun Breaker against Joe Gacy, you got the championship, North American Championship match with Carmelo against
the tag team champions, both
yeah.
men and women.
And I think there's gonna be
fighting.
And I think there's gonna be some really kick ass stuff going on, and even the 6-man.
You know what they need to do?
Tell us.
For Toxic Attractions matches, both the tag and the singles, bar the other from the match so they cannot come in and interfere and have them win like that. I am sick and tired of seeing them win because they interfere every single freaking time. When is the last time that either of those women have won clean in a match? When? Can anybody remember? Because I sure as hell cannot.
I feel like they've beaten someone clean, but I'm not remembering who it was. Because, obviously they faced a lot of like, hey, look, can you just come in here and get your ass kicked talent? But last time, it's been a while. But that's pretty much the NXT review. I mean, you guys should watch NXT, or still watching on Saturday. I think these guys are going to kick ass. I'm going to throw my notes here. I think we covered everything. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this review. Wrestling Doll, once again, thank you for filling in for Captain. We're going to do some plugs and whatnot. She's not. I thought Captain would be here in the thing, but still give her a damn. She's great because she's going to look back at that stuff and she's going to know, like, hey, look, these guys missed me. So why don't we look into some of these shows we're going to plug? Oh my God, we got a lot of stuff. So I don't know if we can plug them, but we're going to talk about these guys. You can catch Mike. Who are these guys, Wrestling Doll? Who are these lovely guys?
We got the intelligent wrestling fan, Mike Knox, and the Z is Silent. Perfect Plex Talk Radio, the show for the intelligent wrestling fan at 6 o'clock on Mondays.
Ooh, there we go. We're not sure about Monday Night Raw right about now, so we're not going to advertise them at the moment, but continue to follow us on social media.
It's hard. I mean, they have that for 3 hours. Just cut it down to 2 like they do with everything else. Makes it easier for everybody.
That would be so much better.
Like, why is Raw the only show that's 3 hours long?
because that's their.
It's not the A show.
It's still the A show then?
SmackDown's the A show.
Ooh, matter of fact, we talked about the A show. Why don't you tell Wrestling Dog? Why are you talking about this show?
Well, on Fridays, most Fridays, you can catch me talking all things SmackDowns with whoever is available to help me co-host. Right after SmackDown, during NXT Level Up.
There you
So
go.
if you decide to watch us talk about SmackDown instead of watching Level Up, then come join us.
You know, I want to get into the chat. I do. And she's going to see this eventually. So you guys are awesome. But H-Man, what is this?
Show her some love.
Show her some love because she deserves it. But what do you mean? I'm not scared. Like, Wrestling Dog never scared me. She's always been very nice and kind. Unlike my actual partner, who has been completely and utterly very not nice. That's all I'm saying. Because she yells at me and you guys just don't care. And that's all right. But you guys can catch these. Let's look at this lovely married couple. AEW tomorrow, right after Dynamite off there, you can catch these lovely folks and they talk about Dynamite. You guys are already tuned into the NXT and we appreciate you guys for tuning in. We don't have all the stuff for entertainment, but continue to follow on not even just the wrestling page. If you guys are on right now on YouTube on this page, there's a link to send you to the entertainment page if you want to see what the latest movie that they reviewed. I believe that they did Mission Impossible 6. I think that's the last one that they did. I know they're going to get ready to go into a new franchise. I won't say anything until they're ready. You guys also, there's a link to the gaming side of things. We just did a Super Smash Brothers session, and I kicked all kinds of ass. I won. I was kicking all ass. I'm wearing the wrong shirt, so we won in Sonic. So you guys,
champion. I have a crown. I'm putting it on your head.
Oh wait, I should do it like that. Oh,
there we go.
Oh, thank you so much. It even fit my hair.
Your hair kind of looks like Wesley's a little bit.
No, he copied off of me. You know what it is? We went to high school together. And I remember when I was a senior, he was a freshman. And he said, "Hey, man, I want to be like you." I said, "Hey, man, yes." Because he had the right idea. I mean, role model Jack. How you doing? But, what was I gonna do? Yeah, there's a link to that. And also, as that is going to the gaming page, they also have not only just video game, Family Feud, which has been fun. My team, Top Shelf Baddies with a Cup of Joe. We have 3 straight wins. I believe if you get 5 straight wins, you are officially off the show. So there's that. And I think that's pretty much everything. Continue to follow us on all different social medias. Yes. See, he gets it. H-Man get it. You part of Jackpack. You don't even know it. You guys are part of Jackpack. You guys don't even know. But you know, guys, it's an hour. It's 11:21 over here. We hope you guys enjoyed this fun review. We try to make it a fun thing. So we're gonna catch you guys next Tuesday. You'll see me here next Tuesday. You might see the Wrestling Doll here next Tuesday. But you can catch her on Fridays talking SmackDown. Wrestling Doll, why don't you any last word? Oh, there we go. We're gonna give him a 2 sweet. Boom. There we go. We're gonna do that. We're going to 2 sweet, you guys. So we're gonna sit here and say, wait, I don't have the fucking thing. Boom. There we go. So 2 sweet, and have a great night, ladies and gentlemen. That's all, folks.